Town Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, ready. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 80 weapon. Hey, drop it up.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result. On the first play from scrimmage, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Get it.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As they will send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he finds her man with a crossing route. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball. Check, check. Lock these Greystone. Travel. Hey, zoom.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his lock on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the
After the turnover, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 90, Wolf. General West. What we got? Let's go. Get go.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light better.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's
down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Set 50, plant. 54. X3, 218, chopper. Ready. Blitz.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go, D. Hey, high step, hit it.
Now Locke again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll come out in the pistol. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. 18 Gators. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And McManus able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the early.
Yeah, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early? and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game, that's a lot to carry around.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
70, Indy.
Throwing on second down, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Again, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hard. Switch. Look at me. Go. Let go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal to go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Greystone, Travis. Leo.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for six. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running from the gun with Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This will be caught by Brown. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Hey, let's go. Exit.
Tannehill now to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. You think you gonna get this? Hey, Delta.
Block off of play action. And he's got his man on the out route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, echo. 55 is my guy, 55. Pilot, 64, which to go.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, here's Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Come on, set. 8, read. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball. 8, go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, the quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Bravo. Mike, 55. Hey, shoot.
A lot going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They snap it to Tannehill. Nowhere to
escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jurrell Casey, gets the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Smith. Let's go.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.